necessary up till now for robotic operation because surgeon is sitting on console and robotic arms they are doing the surgery because when patient come to us they are understanding that robots are totally going to do the surgery and they say कि आपने हमें robots के हवाले कर देना है. So perception still it is not very people even doctors are not very much aware what robots have role in doing surgery. So that's why we are going to do different workshops, seminars to make our doctor aware of them, and the word of mouth or maybe media sooner or later will be having a role in making public aware of robotic surgery. This was the background up till my knowledge and from the references I have got. First robotic surgery was performed in 80s and 1985 it was a neurosurgery which was done by Puma 200 robots and fallopian tube anastomosis. So gynae came in 1998. So tubal recanalization was done in 1998. FDA approved Da Vinci in 2005 and till that about 3 million robotic surgery have been done. And in 2014 only 600,000 surgeries were done worldwide. And out of them 50% were gynecological surgeries.
50.
Yeah, 50% of total surgeries. In 2011, robotic hysterectomies for benign indication in USA was as high as 27%. This is the talk about 2011. Now coming to timeline in Pakistan, first robotic system was installed in Sindh Government Qatar Hospital in 2011. First hysterectomy was performed in a civil hospital Karachi in 2019. And these robots were acquired by SIUT in Karachi. And in Punjab National Hospital Defence, we started with robots in May 2020. And in the same timeline, National Hospital Karachi, they also acquired the robots and they are also doing surgeries in gynae. I think they have done about 10, because there are 10 hysterectomies over there. This is the data from National Hospital Defence since May to December. This variability is because of the price which is incurring to the patient because in the start, in the beginning, we were doing it at just the cost as we used to have for laparoscopy, but now we are charging the patient, so day by day number will be less, or we have other alternative to combat this economic cost. Total surgeries were 124 and 77 of surgery and 38 is done are done by gynecology. This is the for PG trainees as well. This is the main. These are the robotic arms. Give it a study pointer.
ग्रीन वाले से चलेगा लेजर का इससे नहीं चलेगा इससे
ये स्लाइड्स चलिए बस इसमें से बताना है. These are the robotic arms. This is high definition camera 3D जिसको हम बार बार बोल रहे हैं, और this is the console and this is the place where surgeon sits. So ergonomically this is very beneficial. We sit and we do surgery. We can manipulate with the height of this high definition camera. This should be right in line with our eyes so that we should not be tired on our shoulders or over neck. It should not be hyperextended or flexed. So this is simulator where we can train ourselves. We acquire the skill. Maneuverability. Joystick is there which have different buttons, just like PS4. Because young generation आजकल PS4 में who is more trained for PS4 or these things, they are more. I think it is easy to acquire this robotic skill by young generation. That is the reason. So this is again robotic arm. They are doing. नहीं वो मैं दोबारा ले लूँगी तो रखूँगी. Thank you. This is the simulator. Robotic arms. They are doing surgery over there. And this is the diagrammatic presentation of the ports we put for gynecological surgery. So this is the C is camera port, and then we have mid-clavicular line and anterior axillary line. This is mid-clavicular R2 and R1, and this is A2, that is anterior axillary line, and A1 is also anterior axillary line. SUL is spino-umbilical line. So these ports are put in spino-umbilical line. This is the diagrammatic presentation. Now we are going to show you how to put port in patient. So this is the camera port. This is the camera port. This is middle axillary line, and this is the assistant port. So we have put camera port and two robotic arms and one assistant port. I hope it's clear. Here assistant port is not yet placed. So this is camera port and two assistant port by robotic ports. Sorry. So robotic surgical system in toto have surgeon's console, patient side cart with 4 robotic arms and high definition camera, that is 3D. We are talking about depth again and again. This is the main benefit of this robotic system. So coming to gynecology, what sort of surgeries we are doing? Almost every kind of surgery we can do with robots, but for us we are doing hysterectomy, myomectomy, oophorectomy, ovarian cystectomy, resection of endometriosis, sacrocolpopexy and lymphadenectomy we haven't tried yet. We are a team, Dr. Rehana, Madam and me, myself, they are doing these last 2 surgeries, these are not done yet. So what are the advantages? Again, this is repetition. I think it is smaller in CN, lower morbidity, less hospital stay, and main I think it is the surgeon who is going to get benefit because it is less tiring, ergonomically it is good, and these arms, these are very, dexterity is very good because they are moving 360 clockwise and 360 anti-clockwise. And plus tremor, if some surgeon has tremor or you want a support while doing surgery, so ergonomically it is very good. So these are the, this also has been displayed by every surgeon, that there come a dashboard which gives you all the data you are doing, the type of graph, volumetric hand movement, that how much precise you are, or you are getting worse or you are getting better. This all come in your graphs, personal graph, and you have versus connect on your mobile or your computer where you can just monitor your day-to-day progress. So there is a video of hysterectomy. It is again edited and neatest one, and where uterine artery, these have been skeletonized. Because we use energy source which is bipolar over there, Maryland. Laparoscopically we use ligature. So we have to be very particular in skeletonizing the uterine artery. So we just, it's like nibbling, small bites. You apply a cautery or energy device and then you cut, just nibble, small bites. So this is first pedicle. There are icons on both sides. You will just be looking at the icons. One is purple and one is orange.
Madam, you're using uterine manipulator to manipulate the uterus.
Yeah.
There's also a screw, laparoscopic screw with an assistant which you can
use that.
That one.
It is up to you. But for the bladder,
the patients in the tossing position and then you use the uterine
But
manipulator.
actually, I just can reduce an assistant on the pelvic side, I guess.
लैप्रोस्कोपिक स्क्रू का जो एक प्रैक्टिकली एप्लीकेबल उस तरह नहीं है. सब मैनी टाइम्स यू हैव टू चेंज द पोजीशन. और हर दफ़ा स्क्रू बाहर निकाल तो आपके दोनों यूट्राइन इंटैक्ट है. यूट्रस ब्लीड करना
ब्लीड
शुरू हो
करना
जाएगी
शुरू
आपके
ये डिपेंड करता है कि अगर फाइब्रॉइड हो
प्रैक्टिकल
तो
एप्लीकेशन वो नहीं है और फिजिबिलिटी
But some surgeons they use it, but she's right. Plus, bladder dissection is easier with uterine manipulator. So these are the first pedicles. You can just imagine that little energy is given by bipolar Maryland. This is bipolar Maryland, and this is scissor with orange. So first pedicle, that is round ligament and fallopian tube that have been cut, and this is broad ligament which we have approached right now. When both uterine will be ligated, you will just notice the color that it will become blanch. अभी pink नजर आ रहा है ना, blank, avascular हो जाएगा. This is fallopian tube now. Ovaries are left behind. इसको थोड़ा सा आगे डिस्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं. वैसे तो इसको एडिट किया हुआ काफ़ी फास्ट, लेकिन फायदा नहीं था ज़्यादा. हाँ, फास्ट कर दो या थोड़ा आगे कर दो. This is the first pedicle. This is now broad ligament. Now there are two ways. Either you go backward or you can just remove the peritoneum from front and you displace the bladder. So main point is to skeletonize the uterine artery. This is now bladder dissection. इधर ये यूट्राइन आपको वाइट ये नजर आ रही है. This is the cervix. अभी यूट्राइन मैनिपुलेटर से this is being made prominent, elevate किया गया है ताकि ब्लैडर पीछे चला जाए. यूट्रोसेक्रल पीछे नजर आ रहा है, उसके ऊपर ये डायसेक्शन पीछे posterior. बिल्कुल स्मॉल बाइट्स लेके उसे एनर्जी सोर्स अप्लाई करके थोड़ा सा बस करते हैं. This is the tube which is now visible. Here we are using the hook. That is being retrieved vaginally. फिर वॉल्व को क्लोज करते हैं. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे टेक. So again, advantages repetition है कि arrest to surgeon patient preference भी है, because with awareness they will come to know that no doubt it is surgeon's preference, but indirectly they are going to get advantage, especially for deep cases and for malignancies where there is where you need high definition camera. You want to go deep, that endometriosis as well, malignant cases as well. Just like Dr. वारिस ने शो वो दिखाया था, lymph node शुरू से जो बैठे हैं तो उसको सेपरेट किया था, dissect out किया था. Skeletonization of vessels while during hepatobiliary dissection. So this was, and this is, remember, this is 2D. आप imagine करें जब 3D है तो it is just like sitting inside. You are doing surgery sitting while sitting inside.
You always close cervix intracorporeally, or you can do it
पहले
from
हम
outside?
नीचे से करते थे, अब इंट्राकार्डियल.
It's easy to, it can reduce time a lot.
टाइम तो है, लेकिन आप यू नीड टू एक्वायर द स्किल, क्योंकि जिसको स्टिचिंग आती है उसकी बेस्ट स्किल्स होती हैं. एंड रिच टेक्नोलॉजी अलाउज सर्जिकल मैनूवर्स अगेन. अच्छा, इसमें लर्निंग कर्व की बात बार बार हो रही है. तो यूजुअली नंबर ऑफ केसेस, हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ केसेस वी शुड डू. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू गेट द स्किल ऑन सिमुलेटर. देन what is internationally accepted is that we have to do at least 100 cases to be proficient. यानी आपका रिफ्लेक्स कब बनेगा, जब 100 cases you have done. The use of robotic assistant in laparoscopy is becoming popular because surgeon can overcome difficulties of conventional laparoscopy. Disadvantages, again we are talking again and again about cost, high maintenance cost and time. Time, especially when you are doing it for the early part of your experience, and when you get used to it, then of course time will also be shortened because you become proficient. Plus there is a lot of time we used to spend on docking, draping. This is the robotic arms which need to be docked. They have to come to the surgery place, they have to be draped. So in the beginning we used to spend about 1.5 hours to 2 hours in just preparation of robotic arms. So we have reduced it to half an hour now, because with time we get experience over paramedic, they also get experience. So things become the part reflex of then you start doing the things reflexively. Ethical issues. There can be a loss of power where you are working, so you have to have a very good backup. Robots can replace human intelligence. Skill and experience in future with help of artificial intelligence. So it can be very objectionable to doctors as well or to patients as well, because अभी भी वो कहते हैं कि आपने हमें robots के हवाले कर दिया. तो जब artificial intelligence जो भी नई चीज़ आती है, there is resistance of acceptance. आप उसको एक्सेप्ट राइट अवे नहीं करते. जब ऑटोमेटिक कार्स आई थी तो लोग कहते थे कि पुरानी गाड़ियाँ ठीक हैं, ये ख़राब हो जाएगी तो क्या होगा. अब गाड़ियाँ आ रही हैं विदाउट ड्राइवर्स आ रही हैं, पीपल आर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग इट. सोलर कार्स आ रही हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स आ रही हैं. तो देयर ऑलवेज क्वेश्चंस इन योर माइंड, देयर यू विल बी रिलक्टेंसी इन अडॉप्टिंग दैट जो भी आपकी नई चीज़ है. तो लाइकवाइज वी आर स्टिल अ लिटिल रिलक्टेंट, पीपल आर स्टिल रिलक्टेंट इन going for robotic surgery. Surgical robots are much costlier. However, in India, there is a breakthrough. They are making their own robots and they are much cheaper. और वो सारे instruments अपने जो हैं वहाँ पे इंडिया में बना रहे हैं, which has reduced the cost of surgery and maintenance as well. Plus we have to have a very good internet connection. क्योंकि सारा कुछ ऑनलाइन जो है सेंटर CMR का उधर जाता है, or we have to have a very good internet connection. So concluding remarks, robotic surgeries have excellent 3D optical system and dexterity, short operating time, less blood loss, less hospitalization and less conversion rate to laparotomy. With this I will like to invite Dr. Rehana.
बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you very much, Professor Maimuna. if there's any questions on her talk, please, any comments, anybody? I'll ask Dr. Waris.
Question
Is there a rare need of any allergy device apart from this?
Sure, we use it. Most of the cases we have this sort of hybrid. अभी सुबह बात हो रही थी ना कि लेप्रोस्कोपिक असिस्टेड है, लेप्रोस्कोपिक क्या था, रोबोस्कोपिक. So LigaSure have been used most of the time.
Through assistant code.
Yeah, through assistant.
वीडियो में मैम जो रोबोटिक का है ट्विस्टेड रिस्ट और एंगल वो नजर नहीं है, स्ट्रेट ही
नहीं
रोबोटिक.
नहीं, आप दोबारा देखिए.
जब यूट्रस सेक्रेंस में गए तो आपको काम का आ रहे हैं.
सर उतने आइकॉन लगे थे, वो देख लेना. आइकॉन पे.
Question, please.
So basically my question is to all those who are practicing in robotic surgery, that we can divide the procedures into two types, some of which really needs excessive maneuverability. One type of procedure will be that. The rest of the procedure are that some kind of simple procedures, like in general surgery, cholecystectomy, and in gynae, let's suppose hysterectomy, oophorectomy, and I don't know about the simple procedure of the urology. But I just want to ask that coming to the simple procedures, why we need to go for a costlier to do a procedure which is much more costly, and which can be with the less cost, it can be done with the same precision through laparoscopy. So why we need to go for a robotic surgery in simple cases?
Please.
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. और ये हम भी, क्योंकि अब कहने को मिनिमम जो सिंपलेस्ट प्रोसीजर है वो BTL है, बायलैटरल ट्यूबल लाइगेशन, जो गायनी का है. सो देयर वाज केस ऑफ मैडम, वी वर डिस्कसिंग थे, पेशेंट रिपोर्टिंग थी और कुछ स्टेटस सिंबल भी बन गया हुआ है कुछ लोगों का डिफेंस में कि जी हमने रोबोटिक करा के आए हैं. तो वो डिस्कस किया तो हमने लेप्रोस्कोपी के लिए उसको कन्विंस करके कि देयर इज़ नो नीड फॉर रोबोटिक्स. सो एक तो ये रीज़न कि स्टेट जो चीज़ इवॉल्व होगी, सम थिंग्स आर जस्ट टेकन फॉर स्टेटस सिंबल. Having said that, when we are in learning curve, we need to have simple procedures. जैसे hysterectomy भी simple लेंगे, previous surgeries ना हो. फिर वे time that required, जैसे डॉक्टर जो पेटोलॉजी हमारे क्या जवाब शुरू में वो सिलेक्टेड केसेस, अभी शुरू में हम भी सिलेक्टेड केसेस इजी वाले किए और विद लो कॉस्ट किए. वी नो दिस थिंग. जो लेप्रोस्कोपी की कॉस्ट थी उसी के साथ किए. फिर उसके बाद विद टाइम ऑफ कोर्स एंडोमेट्रोसिस की सर्जरीज जो होती हैं, दे आर वेरी डिफिकल्ट वन. इसी तरह मेलिग्नेंसी की सर्जरीज डिफिकल्ट वन. सो मे बी उस वक्त पिक एंड चूज़ कर लें. अभी हम खुद भी जो सिंपल केसेस हैं उनको प्रेफर कर रहे हैं. दो वी आर डूइंग, डॉक्टर हना हैज़ डन एंडोमेट्रोसिस सर्जरीज अ लॉट मोर. लेकिन ये है कि उसका ब्लीडिंग जो है, जो ओपन में ज़्यादा होगी, लेप्रोस्कोपी में उससे कम, इसमें उससे भी कम. सो लिटिल बिट एडवांटेज इफ़ यू टेक, दिस इज रेलिवेंट फैक्ट. अदरवाइज जो है, जब आप लर्निंग का ज़्यादा होते जाएं, यू कैन पिक एंड चूज योर केसेस. जी राम.
Thank you very much.
एक्चुअली जब आप पेशेंट को काउंसल भी करते हो ना, तो वो पेशेंट जिनको लाइक सी ओवरी है, सी एंडोमेट्रियम है, जैसे आपने बिल्कुल कहा, और ग्रेड 4 एंडोमेट्रियोसिस है, फर्टिलिटी के इश्यूज हैं, मल्टीपल फाइब्रॉइड है, ब्रॉड लिगामेंट फाइब्रॉइड है, जो कॉम्प्लेक्स केसेस हैं जिनमें आपको एक्चुअली डीप पेरिटोनियल स्पेसेस में जाना पड़ता है. काउंसलिंग करते वक्त भी रोबोटिक सर्जरी के कैंडिडेट ही वही है. और जब मैं जितने भी केसेस की सिलेक्शन की हुई है, वो कल आपको मैं लॉग में दिखाऊंगी, वो सारे के सारे कॉम्प्लेक्स हैं केसेस के. पेशेंट काउंसल ही वो होता है, कॉस्ट उसको नहीं दिखाई देती जो कॉम्प्लेक्स केस होते हैं. वो फिर कॉस्ट पे भी एग्री कर जाता है रोबोटिक की. जो सिंपल केसेस हैं वो एक्चुअली कॉस्ट पे भी एग्री नहीं करते. और ट्रू कैंडिडेट आर एक्चुअली द कॉम्प्लेक्स केसेस, नॉट सिंपल.
जी जी बिल्कुल.
You had a genuine question. आप उसमें we started the robo appendectomy, फिर रोबो कोली पे गए, फिर वेंट्रल hernia पे गए, अब हम लोग स्प्लीनेक्टमी, एड्रेनलेक्टमी और ये किए हैं. Practically world over जितना डाटा आया, they have came from community centers in Europe और USA, और सारों ने रोबोटिक कोली से शुरू किया. तो इनिशियली दिस वाज अब ये टोटल पैराडाइम शिफ्ट हो रहा है कि वेदर यू कैन गो विद अ कॉम्प्लेक्स सर्जरी और वेदर यू कैन गो विद अ सिंपल सर्जरी. उसमें अब पैराडाइम ये विद पैसेज ऑफ टाइम डाटा जितना आ रहा है, तो पीपल आर रियली कन्वर्टेड, जो सिंपल केसेस को भी रोबोटिक पे शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं. अब मैं सिर्फ आपसे अभी तक मैं इसलिए मैं एनेक्डोटल एविडेंस दे रहा हूँ, अभी तक हमने डाटा अपना प्रेजेंट नहीं किया, मगर कोई 40 के करीब रोबोटिक कोलीज हैं और कुछ 5 के करीब वेंट्रल हर्नियाज हैं, 2-3 इंसिजन हर्निया। यकीन करें पेशेंट्स फॉलो अप में इतने फैंटास्टिकली दे आर परफॉर्मिंग। मैं पेन स्कोर का कारण हूँ। आप लेप्रोस्कोपी करते हैं, ऑनलाइन करते हैं, तो पेशेंट्स रिमेन इन पेन बिकॉज ऑफ टैकर्स और ट्रांसफेशियल फीचर लगे होते हैं। और इसी तरह टैप है, उसमें भी ऑब्वियसली टैकिंग डिवाइसेस लगी होती हैं। एंड इवन टॉकिंग ऑफ रोबोटिकोली, दे हैव अ फैंटास्टिक स्कोर ऑन जो हमने उनका पेन का स्कोर निकाला हुआ, वी वुड प्रेजेंट इट सब्सिक्वेंटली और पेशेंट हम फीडबैक ले रहे हैं। तो टू मी अब ये पैराडाइम शिफ्ट होने लगा है, राइट फ्रॉम कॉम्प्लेक्स केसेस टू सिंपल केसेस, और प्रॉब्लली वी डोंट हैव एनीथिंग एल्स अपार्ट टू लर्न। दूसरा पैराडाइम ये भी है कि हमने लर्निंग कर्व भी तो पूरा करना है और वो रोबोटिक गोदी पे होना है। तो प्रॉब्लली दिस में बी वन ऑफ द जो आपने सवाल किया उसके।
वैसे भी जो आपका सिस्टम है जिस पे आप काम कर रहे हैं, डिपेंड्स कि किस तरह के आप उसमें सिचुएशन में काम कर रहे हैं। कई जगह पे खाली ओपन सर्जरीज हैं, कई जगह पे यू हैव चॉइस, यू कैन पिक एंड चूज केसेस एंड यू कैन जस्ट गो अहेड विद दैट।
As a chairperson of this session, I would also like to have a comment, a brief or any comment from Dr. Same, please.
I think at this point in time where gynecological surgery in Pakistan is in infancy, what Dr. Mahmoona said was that simpler cases will give us more confidence, because if you look at it, there are just 2 robots at the moment, both in the private sector, one in Karachi National Hospital and one in Lahore National Hospital. So with the limited number of cases where the patients are merely going to bear the cost of the surgery of the robot, we have to be careful regarding dabbling into more complex cases. I think tomorrow when I do a critical appraisal of gynecological surgery, robotic surgery, a few things will be a bit more clearer when you think about it. Where it has been established for a long time, like in USA, where there are many robotic surgeries going on, they have done a critical appraisal and they have found out that benefit is more for the complex adhesive adhesions where hysterectomies were performed rather than in simple hysterectomies. But then it is the ease with which the surgeon can perform it. And because laparoscopy has got a steeper learning curve as compared to a robot, which is now being established gradually, so I think more, and if the facility is available, more of people are going to switch over on the easier instrument so that they can perform minimally invasive surgery in an efficient way.
Thank you very much. Over to you, sir. Any final comments?
I think the
And you
point
were very patient.
is very clear that it's going to cost money and time. And part of it is going into training of the surgeon. So I think simpler procedures should be done in teaching hospitals where we are going to train the future generation of the surgeons. But I think we have to be ethical when we sell it to the patient. We should tell what is the true value for her and not for us. So yes, training has to start with simpler cases, but then the cost of training should be borne by those who are being trained rather than the patients.
Sir, please.
Looking at this issue, I would not say that this is right and this is wrong. Just consider this robot or robotics as another tool on the table, just as another instrument on the table, surgical trolley. So whenever you need it, whenever you need a particular type of tooth forceps or a non-tooth forceps or a long forceps or a blunt or a wider forceps or a pointed forceps, you ask for it. Similarly, you ask for a robotic surgery when you really feel you need it. from the point of view of all that has been expressed, and particularly in relation to gynecological surgery, look at it from the other end of the spectrum. You have mentioned routine surgery and easy cases and the cases which may not require robotic surgery. Now there are cases like extensive endometriosis, difficult cysts, previous surgeries, 5 cesareans, and a hell of a lot of adhesions, pelvic inflammatory disease, previous pelvic abscesses, and so on. Now those are the cases which will benefit highly from the robotic surgery. So there is another end of the spectrum also. So it is not just one thing that we can do and or we cannot do.
Thank you very much.
Sir, मैं तो आज pretty the fine last time. I
So
have
what?
no idea for that. Therefore, I just wanted to have an introduction of about robotic surgery. Lekin obviously, if it is coming new in the field of gynae as well as other surgical procedures, so this is the thing that we all need to learn, because otherwise the world is moving very fast और हम बहुत पीछे रह रहे हैं. तो मेरा ख्याल है इसलिए ये not only from the private sector, I was looking for how it can be available in the government sector, because the number of the students that have been trained in the government sectors are more as compared to the private sector. But I don't know exactly गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में ये फैसिलिटी आएगी भी या नहीं आएगी, और कब आ पाएगी, और कब हमारे एक्चुअल डॉक्टर्स ट्रेन हो
Actual?
जो हमारे
Trainees are right,
trainees
not डॉक्टर जवाहर ने भी कहा कि जो एक यंग प्रोफेशनल ट्रेंड हो सकता है, फार लैप्रोस्कोपिक या रोबोटिक, उसका कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है किसी भी दूसरे के.
इसमें देखिए पहली बात तो ये थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल ऑफ यू. Thank you to Yasser, thank you to Shuja Mohammed and Asad, who have been doing this moderation throughout the day. Thanks for the chairpersons and thanks for the speakers, and thank you, Dr. Especially the Waris Faruqa. Came at 8 o'clock and been here 4 o'clock. Everybody has left, and that shows the commitment. Teen baatein choti choti. Be very clear about it. Robot is the future. You cannot deny it. It's a fact. उसकी वजह मैं भी बता दूंगा आपको. 2013 में डिविंची ऑफ पेटेंट हुआ था. They went into litigation. 10 साल गुजार दिए. अगले ही साल 2023 में उसका डिसीजन आ जाएगा. And intuitive is gone. When intuitive is gone, there is 6 robotic मतलब robots हैं, पूरे programs and the systems. They're already completed. They've gone through the animal models. They've gone through the trials. They're only waiting for the decision against Intuitive in 2023, and they'll be in the market. When you have 6 robotic systems in the market, price will go down. Intuitive has already bought half of the CMR, but despite, it is going to come down. So, price is going to come down. The robot will be accessible to the public sector, to the government sector A. Robot, without any doubt, is the minimal invasive and minimal access option of the surgery. उसको आप deny नहीं कर सकते. और तीसरी बात कि रोबोटिक के इस्तेमाल से जो ergonomics हैं for the patient and the surgeon, especially the surgeon, उसकी लाइफ में 5 से 10 साल का इजाफा होता है. इसका मतलब है कि सर्जन इज गोइंग टू लिव लॉन्ग एंड द लॉन्गर देयर प्लीज.
Sir, this is indirectly, I think, beneficial for the patient as well, because when surgeon is not tired, he is at a peace of mind. He can perform better.
Absolutely.
So it is indirectly beneficial for the patient as well, that the
जी.
surgeon is not tired.
जी.
By
इसलिए
doing long surgeries.
मैं भी बहुत लंबी नहीं करना चाहता, इसीलिए EU में टाइम डायरेक्टिव है कि एनी डॉक्टर 8 आवर्स से ज्यादा वो शिफ्ट नहीं करेगा. उसका एक अटेंशन का स्पैन है, कंसंट्रेशन का स्पैन है, एंड विद द पेशेंट. और अगर वो सर्जरी कर रहा है तो ही इज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग और शी इज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग एट जो है वन स्टेज you are going to lose your concentration and patience and attention. And that is the point where all of us do the mistake. तो तीनों चीजें हैं. मैं सिर्फ एक छोटा सा आपको लतीफ़ा सुनाता हूँ. When I used to do cystectomies, especially 2 in a day, तो मेरे जो हॉस्पिटल के बिल्कुल सामने एक वो जो हेल्थ क्लब था, उसमें वो जो है वो उसके बाद जो है जकूजी भी थी और देयर वाज द हॉट टब. तो जो है वो सर्जरी के बाद I used to get out from the hospital and I used to go to fitness center and into the hot tub for 30-45 minutes and then get out and go home. I need a relaxation. तो एक दफा जब रोबोट हमारे पास आ गया 9 साल पहले, तो मैं 1 घंटा पहले घर पहुंच जाता था. तो मेरे बच्चों ने पूछा कि you're coming home early. And I said, now we have the robot. That was the immediate जो है वो मतलब के जो उसमें difference. So apart from the joke, this is the future, or before future takes us by surprise, we have to accept it, we have to adopt it. और अभी जैसे मतलब कि प्रोफेसर सामिया ने कहा, अपने 7 मुल्कों में देख लीजिए, we are far behind. 2 या 3 इस तरह की चीजें हैं, और मैं आपको assure करता हूँ कि the moment we will have the robotics going in Pakistan, intuitive is going to come to us. They are not going to leave us, they'll come to us for the business. So with all this, I thank you, all of you, and I really appreciate your time. Or inshallah, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we're going to meet again. And Dr. Rehana's presentation is going to be tomorrow because we're short of time. So,
अच्छा, मेरे में से गायनी के बच्चे आ जाएंगे थे.
आ जाएंगे.
कल आ जाएंगे.
कल ही छुट्टी करेंगे.
तो
चले कोई बात नहीं. गायनी क्या
बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you. We have a group photo.